Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Fire on Friday.
Where we talk about guns and everything else that comes along with it, from bullets to protection to people that don't know what they're doing, and safety, of course.
What's up, my brother Jay?
I'm all right, brother Ron. Blessings to you. How you holding up?
I'm sleepy,
That'll make
but I'm
two.
gonna wake up because I had some Pepsi, so it's gonna help wake me up. I think.
I'm not waking up. I got ginger ale. I ain't waking up. I want to go to sleep.
Man, but no, all good, all is good, all is well, man. Earlier today, we was on the live, me and Shaq.
Okay.
Was on. They came in on Financial Friday, and I forgot about my brother Warrior for Christ. He does a lot of gun content. He happened to show up on the live in the chat, so I said, man, we gotta get him on the show. He's somebody that's been following my channel. I've been following the channel for a while, and I haven't seen him in a while. Like show up in the chat, but I do be checking out his videos here and there.
Okay.
But if you, we ain't got to go to his channel right now, but his channel is Warrior for Christ. He does gun content, and he adds a lot of humor to it. But I actually invited him one day to the show. You know what I mean, just to kind of pick his brain on where his head is at.
Right.
As far as, and here's a funny part. I think he likes Glock, so that should be interesting.
Oh, he's a Glock lover. Oh no,
he's a Glock, which is cool. You know what I mean? Like we all have our preferences.
He ain't gonna like Glock haters.
We both Glock haters. I ain't gonna say I'm a Glock hater. I just don't personally. It's not a preference for me at all.
Me either. I think they're waste.
I only shot one of them, and honestly, like I told you before, that one was jamming up.
Yeah, I can't.
I was like, man, what's up with your gun? Maybe remind me of that song, Jam On It. Jam On It.
That's right. They're famous for that jamming, and that's not good at all, man.
Yeah,
I don't understand why anybody believes that that damn gun is something to even look at.
And then we turned around, and once I took it and oiled it up, it started functioning right. And I think that might be a factor with them guns with the Glock is that, you know, a lot of these people that they jam up on probably ain't maintenance in them neither. They ain't cleaning them, maintenance them.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
I mean, well, even the police department, they was having issues with them. So
they were. Absolutely were.
Sorry, y'all. But yeah, they were. So I'm quite sure the police department maintenance their guns. I hope they do. Then again, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't know.
Well, they got rid of a lot of other stuff. They sure did because they started realizing that it wasn't beneficial.
Yeah, but
they had
make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Also,
promo code
earlier, but make sure y'all take advantage of that OG Network promo code for all your top to bottom products. Make sure y'all take advantage of it. It's OG Network 26. OG Network 26. I know.
That's right.
And then that way you can shop the store. If you're not sure how to find the store, just click the link on the channel. Take you right to the top to bottom website, and you'll be able to purchase all that good stuff. You spend $35, you're going to get a 15% discount. Then you can spend some more money. See how that works?
That's
but
right.
Yeah, go check out the products. They make great products, hair products, skin cut products, deodorant, body wash. They take care of you from head to toe.
Hence the reason why top to bottom.
To bottom. That's why it's top to bottom. They're not talking about just your bottom, top to bottom, head to
So the
feet.
bottom of your feet. Welcome, Braxton.
From the top of your head to the sole of your feet,
That's
from the
right.
rooter to the tutor. So no,
That's right. Root to the tutor. And to help your nose, don't forget about the air fresheners.
Oh yeah,
The signature ambiance air fresheners for your house and your car.
yeah.
And they pet friendly. Just in case.
I got it. I'm definitely got to. My next order, I got to get some of the air fresheners. I haven't had a chance to check that out yet, but we're gonna get into the Firearms Friday.
Okay. Yep. We're gonna get into it.
We tired. We slow start. We tired.
We're like molasses right now, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. It's gonna get good.
But we'll get into it. What am I looking at down there?
Well, what we're looking at, if you're talking about the video that's over here on the side there that we're gonna present tonight. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this video here is, yes, the weapon is real. And we're gonna be talking about how. See, Ron, we both I like to say we both are shotgun guys, right? Is it safe to say that?
Yeah, I'm shocked you said it. Yeah, I would say.
I know you got 2 shotguns.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that makes you a shotgun guy. Besides what's on the wall behind you.
Yeah.
You're a shotgun.
Appreciate you, Braxton. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I like, for a while I never had a shotgun. I was more of a rifle person, but I'm kind of leaning more to the shotgun after I got the oh my God, what's the name of that thing? It's
the BH.
The first one I got is semi-automatic, but it's something Dragon. Why can't I think of the name?
The recent one you got, the new one.
No, I had the first one I had is something Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Dragon, Emperor Dragon. That's what it is. That's the name of the 12 gauge shot. Emperor Dragon. That's the first one I had. And then the second one I have is the B&H Arms, which is the one you was talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. The B&H Arms.
Yeah. But the first one was the Emperor Dragon, and I like that one too. I wanted something with a clip. That was the only difference. That's tube fed. It's semi-automatic, but it's tube fed.
Right.
And I wanted something that I can just clip it, and that's how I ended up with the second one. You already know, Jay, because you remember we talking about it.
Yes. Well,
I didn't know they could walk backwards, y'all. You should see the video.
Wait.
You put legs.
Yes, we watched Ron turn around and have his new toy, we're gonna call it the new toy shotgun, walk backwards during firing. What that means is you gotta watch the video so you can have a laugh on why we said the gosh darn thing was walking backwards as it was being fired. Legally, he had the right to do it. He did it in a controlled environment, as what we always suggest to people. Go to a shooting range first before you buy a weapon. Make sure you get the feel of the weapon. Make sure you get the training of the weapon, because it's just not that easy to say, okay, I know how to shoot. You may think you know how to shoot until that dang weapon kicks you in the face, because it's called a kickback, and hits you in the face, and you'll be surprised. We've spoken to many people. I know I have. I've spoken to many people. I got a good background of firearms. Ron has a fair good amount of information, a plethora of information about firearms as well. So between the both of us combined, I think we'll do a good run for money when it comes to advising people to always do your training first.
He is absolutely right. Until it comes to justice runs on diesel, then we become little kids again.
This is true, because this is true. Because again, we not how I say trained professionals.
Right.
We're not trained professionals. He, on the other hand, is a trained professional, and even with that, I debunked 2 of the things that he has said. So hey, I'm gonna ride that coattail. Yeah, he's a trained professional, but I debunked him. Okay, because even he turned around and said, "Yeah, Jay, I can't go against you on that one, because I know where you came from." So it's a beautiful thing. Again,
But you know, it's we all have different levels of knowledge of different things. But right now we're talking about firearms, and
correct.
the thing that I was most impressed with him is that his the amount of different firearms that he has had his hands on. That was the
Right,
biggest
right,
thing. It was like, wow, like he was
right,
like, yeah, I use that. Yeah, I use that. Yeah. Now,
right, right,
to
right.
his credit, he was saying that it's because he has a lot of people that he around that have different stuff, and that's
Correct,
why he
correct.
had a chance to kind of variations. I only shoot what I have,
Right.
so I'm limited in the amount of different firearms because when I go to the range, of course, they got stuff you can rent. I
True.
can rent a lot of different stuff. But
True.
renting comes with another fee, and I'm cheap. So,
Except when there's a gun show.
yeah, that's a different story. That's
Because
a
when there's a
different.
gun show, even the wallet jumps out the truck. The wallet tries to run back home without you.
I know my wallet. When I pull up at the gun store, the wallet looks at me like, "You sure you want to take me in there?" Now we do this every time. Are you sure you want to take me in there? You know
That's
how
right.
this is gonna play out.
We know how it's gonna play out. Because the number one rule is when Ron goes to the gun show,
I'm coming back with something.
you got to
I'm
come
coming
back
back
with
with something.
something.
I'm
It is a
leaving here with something.
wasted. It is a wasted trip to go to the gun show just to say hi.
Right.
Ron's ideal is I don't only say hi, I say I want to buy.
Yeah. I got I got a whole bunch of 12 gauge bird shot.
Throw them out.
Can't use.
Throw them out. Oh,
No, I'm not gonna throw. Actually, I got a buddy of mine. I'm gonna call him up and ask him because I know he hunts.
there you go. Give them away.
And I know he hunt different things, and I know if he hunt duck, he
Right.
gonna need them. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna. I'm definitely not gonna. I just know it's not for me. I'm more of a going to the range. If I'm gonna take a shotgun. I'm gonna go hunt a deer with it. I'm not.
Right.
But bird shot. But he does a lot of different hunting, so I know he'll probably have better use for it than I would. But if I talk to him and he say he can use it, then it's gonna be his. I'll give it to him.
Yeah, I think he'll be able. I think he'll
But
be
yeah, I
able.
got like 2 boxes of it. I probably got about 40 rounds of it, and it's useless to me right now because I'm never gonna use it.
Okay. Okay.
Because the range I go to, they don't let you shoot it there.
Right.
They don't like cleaning up all the little pellets.
Yeah, the pellets are pain in the tail.
Yeah, so
That's what it is. It's the pain in the tail.
so that's why they won't let you there. You gotta use slugs, and that's it.
Well, I'm with it. Welcome, focus. Welcome to the show. And appreciate you stopping by. Firearms Fridays, where we talk about guns and everything else that comes along with it, including safety, is our primary thing that we talk about. Always got to be safe when you purchase a firearm, and of course when you utilize a firearm. It's not a toy. Even down to the new thing that a lot of people are getting into, which is dry firing. Dry firing is just as dangerous, so don't do that either. Always.
Why would people dry fire?
You know what it is, Ron? It's because unfortunately, and this is where I disagree with a lot of the industries that do this. There are, from what I've seen so far, there's about 4 to 6 different companies that designed the dry firing mechanism to a weapon.
Right.
So they're out there talking about if you're into training, this is the way you train with this, it's better. It's actually a lot worse because you forget the main rule, the number one rule when you're dealing with a firearm. And what that number one rule is?
Assume every firearm is loaded.
Exactly. So when you start getting into this dry firing, because this company turns around and says, well, we're only going to charge you $100 for the device. You attach it to your weapon and you can practice all day long without no worries. No, because then when you go and you reassemble your weapon the way it's supposed to be, the mind takes a moment and forgets that the damn thing is loaded. And
And there
unfortunately,
you
the
go.
bullet comes out.
Now
And
here's the thing. When I was this is why sometimes if you're a person in the firearms, you should actually. This is why I do like going to the gun. I mean, not gun range, but gun shows. There was a company there that made it's not a device where it goes into your actual gun. It's an individual device that takes a it's electronic.
right,
It's a firearm.
right,
But the good thing about this firearm, it actually has recoil.
right,
So when you testing this firearm, it's not a real firearm, it's a fake gun. But it
right,
has electronic. But when you firing it in your home, whatever, it does not come out, but it simulates a real firearm. It has pressure. I mean, it has pressure and it has recoil.
right, right,
So
right,
when it hits back, it gives you recoil and everything. Now, it's not massive recoil, but it does allow you to practice your aim. Firing at the aim is electronic. It gives you a beat, but it also has a recoil on the gun that gives you some type of recoil, which I think is probably better as opposed to using your own dry firearm with some type of laser or whatever on there. I just disagree with it.
Well, and and I have to agree with you on that one. And as we're talking about that, I pulled one up real quick. One of the companies I was following. You might not show this real quick while we're sitting here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So here's a company that's called Mantis. Mantis, of course, is the company that does, AKA, dry firing, and it's all about training. This is for people who want to go into competitions on shooting, weaponizing, and all these other good things, right? So without even going through actually the whole website, here you can see how they are actually utilizing the dry weaponing, how it functions, what they're looking for. It's all about how to zero in your weapon when you come to firing, right? Now, I don't like it. Okay, I gotta tell you, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that you have this weapon that is a dry fire. This one's okay because this one doesn't have real moving parts.
This is what I was talking about. But the only, like, see how he's doing that and there's no recoil?
Right.
The one that I'm talking about actually has the slide goes back and it actually gives you recoil.
Yes.
That's the only difference.
Yes, and I know exactly the one you're talking about because that's the one I complained when I seen it, and I totally disagree with it because like you said, it actually teaches you how to rack. It actually teaches you, or shows you rather, on how the actual chamber moves when it ejects. I mean, it does everything so live-like, yet nothing. There's no live ammo in there.
Right, that's the only difference.
To me, it's the worst part because you should. The number one rule is always, always, always believe that the weapon is loaded. One in the chamber, forget about the magazine, one in the chamber all the time. If the company refuses to focus on that one crucial point.
Well, this is not a real gun. Like, it's no gun. You had to go get another gun. You know what I'm saying? The one I'm talking about it's not. It looks like the one that you just had with the orange and all that stuff.
Right.
But the only difference is that it has this. It slides back. It gives you some form of recoil, but it's not. Everything is electronic. It has its own electronic board. It's not like hitting a cell phone. It has its own electronic board and stuff, and it allows you.
Mantis has the same thing.
Yeah, and it has this cartridge that goes into it. That's like a air. I think it's like an air pressure or something like that, and that's what allows it to kick back and gives you some type of recoil. So it's like a compressor thing that's in there. So it's not. Of course, you're not getting nothing firing out, but it tries to give you all of the experience of firing a gun without actually being a gun. I like that idea because it's on the training side. I think it's more closer to using a real firearm. Now, I don't like it when people use a real firearm for dry fire. That's when my point is, like, meaning that you got some device that goes into your real gun.
Right.
That's the stuff that I was talking about. I think that's a bad idea or waiting to happen. When you're dry firing something with something that goes into your real gun, because then you can forget that. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I love Little Richard's red wig.
So very quickly, let me show you something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I know there's no sound to this, so we're gonna be all right. There's no sound to this. Oh, dang it. I don't want the sound. Hold on. All right. So
You can always turn the sound off of that
yeah,
actual video too.
I got it. I
Yeah.
got it. Because this one here is definitely a one to talk about, look at. All right, let me start this over again. Watch the muzzle. So if you notice, the muzzle has an air
Yeah,
fluctuating out of it.
right.
If you use that 141 Recon, Ranger James, 141 Recon, that's all I can tell you. From there, you should know. 29 Palms, California. When you look at a dry firing weapon, anything that comes out is dangerous because, again, it gives you a simulation to the mind that something is functioning of what you're seeking. That's where the danger comes in, because the number one rule is always believe that there's one in the chamber.
Right.
So if I'm dry firing, because there's a story that actually happened maybe a month ago.
Quick question: is that a real gun?
Well, there's two different kinds, because the one that I complained about was that it's an attached. It actually is the rack that gets attached to your own firearm, and it has a gas. It has a gas, like on the pellet guns. It has the CO2 canister inside.
Yes, yeah.
And it racks the whole. It racks. It has a laser on it. It has the sights on it. The only difference is you could attach it to your own firearm.
Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like I like it's. I'm not saying it. I think you're just opening up when you start to get into a real gun involved. This is where it kind of throws me off. And I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm saying I just think it kind of throws me off when you start talking about a real gun involved. Now, if the whole system is all fake, I mean, yeah, it does still have a psychological issue to it. But now you talk about a real gun, and I know how people have tendencies that they act like they don't have.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying,
totally.
and when you get comfortable with firing a firearm dry, and it's an actual firearm. You opening up room for you to pick that thing up, still in dry fire mode, and it might actually be something real in there. That's why I don't. That's where the concern for me will come into that. That's where it will come. Now, me, it's like the reason why I'm saying separate is like me picking up a toy gun, playing around with a toy gun. That's a toy gun. It's not functional. It's nothing there. As opposed to if I'm practicing with something that's opposite of my firearm, I know that this is not my firearm. This is a training session. This is not a real firearm. So I'm a lot more leaning towards that concept than something attaching to a firearm, because I might forget one day that it's in real mode and not that training mode. And I rather not listen. This is just me. Everybody had their own perception of what they see things and how they don't see things. this is just me from a cautious perspective. I just think that they need to be separate.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I listen. I totally agree with you. Totally, they should be separate because at the end of the day, it doesn't teach anybody the primary concept of you need to always believe that there's one in the chamber. Forget about how you train with it. Forget about you believing that it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's a strong possibility it's going to happen because you just don't really know.
Right.
So it is best not to even do it. That's
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
that's what I say. Don't do it. If you want to train, go to a range. You could go to an outside range. You go to indoor range. Go to a range where you actually feel what the actual weapon is going to do to you.
Now that's what I agree with the most. Honestly, I agree with real life training
Yeah,
with real firearms. I
yeah,
don't agree. I mean, I get saving of the money. I get all of that. You're not wasting ammo. I want to waste ammo. That's why I'm here.
yeah. And you got to get used to that ammo. You know, coming out of the weapon that you have because if you don't recognize the power, what I for those that don't
Full
understand what we're
power.
talking about when we talk about the kick or the recoil,
Uh-huh.
think of it as a horse kicking you in the chest. If you don't know how much force that horse is going to kick you with, then that's the reason why most people don't stand behind horses because they just don't know. So the same concept goes with a weapon. You don't know until you learn it. So dry
Right.
firing a weapon to a real weapon, that's two different classes. Now, if
Right.
you want to go into training and like you want to go into competitions, yeah, then you stay with the dry firing because 9 out of 10 you're not going to be put in a position where, as we've spoken in various other segments, where your fight or flight concept comes into play. You don't know if you need
Right.
to fight somebody, shoot somebody, run from somebody, what again. Then that's a whole different demon.
Right.
Then all you're gonna do is all you're doing is investigate the skeet shooting, what I call, right? So that's why I disagree with it. And when I gotta find that article that I found that I complained about in with that part that actually gets attached. It replaces the rack on your own weapon if you have a pistol.
Yeah.
I gotta find it. I gotta send it. I gotta find it and I
I
send
think
it, and then we'll talk
I
about
think
it
I
next.
know what you're talking about. And like I said, I just feel as though those two things need to be separate entities. I don't um you know, when I first started really using firearms and I started shooting them, and when you're around people that have experience with firearms, they always say that assume every gun is loaded. Assume every
Right,
gun is loaded. And then the second rule is don't ever point that thing at anything if you ain't prepared to shoot or kill it. Is this it? Always
right,
keep it point. Always keep it pointed in the direction where you want. The reason why they say it that way is because sometimes make sure you're pointing it in a direction where you won't hurt nobody. That's it. But most of the cases, that should be either down, up, or down on a 45-degree angle in most cases or something like that. You just don't want to be pointing no gun at nobody. But if you
correct,
assume that every gun is loaded, every time you hand that, if I check the gun to make sure that it's empty and I hand it to Jay, and Jay checks the gun to make sure that it's empty, and he hands it to somebody else and they check the gun to make sure it's empty, and you practice that habit over and over, the likelihood of you having an accident with a gun is slim to none.
correct.
I mean, I got firearms. I got loaded firearms. But again, that's in my home. I just, there's only, you know, nobody's in my house. If I had kids in my house, the whole dynamics is going to change. There's
Right,
kids come to my house. The whole dynamics is going to change.
right,
Everything gets packed up, going away, because that's how I like, when it comes to safety wise, I always think safe first. Now, don't
right,
get me wrong. There is a point where being over safe makes you vulnerable. This is where sometimes being too safe can actually make you vulnerable. Now, we can ready to get into something else, but I'm just making a point of meaning that a lot of times we take all these extra precautions to be safe, but every time you take a precaution to be safe, makes you more vulnerable and makes to somebody that have, let's say, getting ready to break in your house and have bad intentions. Because if I have my firearm on my, let's say, nightstand and it's loaded and ready, that's just a reach and ready.
Right.
But if I have my firearm locked up into a unit that's set off somewhere that I got to reach, get to, hit a code, and try to get to it and get it out, and if it ain't racked, all of these extra steps makes me more vulnerable to somebody else. But so you got to understand the trade off. Do I want to leading stuff around with the possibility of, if I have a kid or something at my house that may have access, that possibly get access to it and make a mistake
Right.
that they might not be able to come from, or do I want to put these things away and make the steps a little bit complicated for just in case if somebody come in my house, now I have to do all these extra steps to possibly have to defend my home in that case. That's going to change from person to person.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Even down to the dynamics of the home. You know, some people feel it's okay to have a box with, fingerprint, code, key, whatever. Listen, whatever that preference is fine for you in your home. That's fine. I'm going to repeat what Ron does and says, as long as you do drills in your own home, you know exactly what's going on. You teach everybody inside your home what to expect when something happens. That's another point of training, which is very, very necessary in a home that there is a firearm in. That way, everyone knows what to listen for, what to look for, and how to react if a situation comes about. So I agree with Ron as far as 100% as far as training everybody in the house, aka drills. Yes, drill inside your own home, make it safe in your home. Everybody in your house knows what to do, what to listen for from the beginning to the end. It's very crucial. Same thing like training. Always teach everybody. There's always one fire. There's always a round in the weapon. Always know there's a round in the weapon. It doesn't matter if you hand it to one person, the other person hand it back to another person. Tell them to check because you don't know what's going on.
Right.
You don't know the intention, so it's always best to go that route. I mean, it's all about safety. Safety is important when it comes to firearms. I watched a video. I'll tell you something real quick. I watched a video of a guy, okay, in an actual shooting range, a legitimate shooting range. He had his target down the track, and he pulls out a pistol, and he like he was in the street. Now, this is one of the things that I try to explain to everybody 1,000 times over 1,000, 1,000 times over 1,000,000. Just because you got a pistol and you think you know what you're doing with it, you know absolutely nothing, because a bullet does not have a specific name. It's going to hit whatever it wants to hit. If it's in its way, whether it be another person, whether it be a car, whether it be a window, a wall, whatever. Bullets have no names. So the guy turns around, and the guy that was filming him turns around and said, "Man, you hit absolutely nothing." This joker had the audacity to turn around and say, "Well, sometimes you just don't hit a target." What? I sat there and I said,
he worked at the range?
He was at a range.
I mean, he didn't work there though, right?
No. They went to a range. Yeah, we both know that when you go to a range, you get some simplified training behind firing the weapon. The moment that he did a one-hander, already told me that the instructor of that facility had his back turned or her back turned when this character thought that he can actually let off a few rounds. And you see him, and the target, we both know that when you hit a target, it sways.
Yeah, you're going to get some type of movement out of it.
The target didn't move.
So, what did they bring the target back?
Yeah. No holes in the target. No holes. And he must have spent maybe, I'm going to say 10 rounds. I could be wrong, but I know it was more than 3. Okay. And even the guy that was filming turned around and told him, "Man, you didn't hit nothing." What the hell? You blocked me last night. You said I found you unsure. You didn't know.
Not important.
Yeah, I would say it's not important. Yeah, there might have been a reason why you shouldn't be talking what you're talking, but all right, we're gonna let that one slide. So it was just kind of funny, you know, how we talk about these things over and over again, about how I still come across a lot of these videos out here about a lot of these people who think they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They actually don't. You know, but with that being said, you know, Ron, you know, we first started the segment, we both talk about how we both are shotgun guys.
Right.
And I know you're an AR guy, carbine. That's your, you know, that's your go-to. So I wanted to
You don't say, you know.
I wanted to introduce this video to you for a couple of reasons. And I'm just gonna say that on one spectrum, I want you to understand why, or actually give me your point of view behind them, because of course they're talking about the AR platforms. This is
Okay.
the key behind it. These shotguns are AR platform carbine similarities. Okay? And they're all brand new weapons. They're weapons of, they're all shotguns of this year, 2025, 2026. My favorite is actually the one that the company I like most, which is Mossberg. They came out with 3 different beautiful designs that I'm eager to go see personally. I'm waiting for them to come deliver them down at the range that I go to, or not the range, the facility I go to, and just to see what they look like up close and personal. Okay, so let me run this video. Again, anybody watching the video, please understand this video is for entertainment and commentary and or education purposes only. It is fair use. Okay, the people in the video are trained firearm experts. They do competitions, and of course, they do no selling whatsoever. They just do competitions. Okay,
Right.
So the video is fair use. So as we go up, let's understand. Let me let's see if we can get how did we do it the last time? We got the video. There it is. Okay. So here we go. Now, the reason why there's no sound is because, of course, legally we cannot allow any kind of sound for firing.
Right.
Yet you can get the understanding of what's going on. Okay. So let's pause right there for a moment. So right now we have seen several shotguns being fired. We've seen automatic, semi-automatic, and pump. So Ron, from your personal experience, what do you like most about which shotgun do you want, or rather, I would know the answer, but I guess our audience would like to know. What is your preference behind the shotgun?
Well, looking at them, I like that semi-automatic clip-fed AR-15. That would grab my attention. Now there was another one with that little spin on it, was quite interesting, but that would be my preference. Is now fully automatic, they can keep them. I'm not a fully automatic fan. I just think if you're trying to overwhelm somebody, then fully automatic, yeah. But if you're trying to be accurate, nah. And it's just my opinion. That don't mean I'm right. I just think fully automatic weapons, only thing it brings us, overwhelming somebody doesn't mean you want to actually, if you're in a situation where you need to actually aim and fire and be accurate, it's useless. That's me. So I'm not really a big fan of fully automatic weapons. I don't think that they should ban fully automatic. I think everybody should have access to whatever it is that they want. Understand me. But my personal preference, one trigger pull is fine for me. Um, that's what I like. I don't. I think I like. I don't know. I just that whole brrr, like reaction. It's like I mean, listen again. All right, here's my point to overwhelming. Like
Go
when you
ahead.
watch a lot of these war situation and they got these Gatling rotary machine guns on
Right.
these airplanes, and you hear the going on, and it's a massive amount of just firing,
Right.
right?
Right.
That's like, all right, if I'm trying to overwhelm somebody to keep them where they are, that's
Right.
perfect.
Right.
Because the whole reality of, man, I can't, hopefully whatever it is I'm hiding behind, it stands there long enough to protect me from the rapid amount of fire. Now, if you're trying to, let's say you got somebody you got somebody on the ground that you're trying to they trying to move to a safer position
Right.
or get them out of situation, overwhelming their opponent in that situation, that's great because
Right.
you're overwhelming them and the person can get away to safety possible. That's great for that.
Right.
But although I don't think they should ban automatic weapons or anything of that nature, I still have to say that me personally, I'm not. I don't need a. I don't. I'm not saying I wouldn't want one, but I wouldn't. That would not be a preference for me.
Okay.
But you go ahead.
All right. So let's talk about this one right here. This is one of the shotguns that they presented.
That's
Right.
not the pump though, right? No.
No, this one is a 12 gauge 8-shot or 5-shot optic ready. It is the
Right.
name of this one is the Pro Tactical SPX, right? The 940
Right.
Pro Tactical, right? 12
Right.
gauge, 8-shot or 5-shot. As we know, optic ready, which is always great, which I think is one of the coolest things that they actually decided designing on a lot of shotguns, give you that actual zero-in sighting feature to
Right.
know exactly what you're going to hit instead of hitting everything else. Now you can pinpoint what you want to hit. I think that's great because, of course, it has a rear ghost ring and the front fiber optics, which is absolutely, to me, beautiful. It has the micro dot combo that comes, of course, with it, which is the actual dot, right? Your carrier, it has a carrier that comes along with it, right? It's a beautiful weapon. We already seen it being operated in the video, right? And to me, I think this is really gonna put a damper on a lot of pump shotguns. Okay. Because this is really gonna take the idea of a shotgun to a whole nother level. I don't think people are really getting the understanding why shotguns are superseding AR platform weapons. Okay. They're just getting. Go
I
ahead.
think shotguns have always been a better home defense, but now that they're improving them, I think that now that they're making them semi-automatic, I think now that they're making them clip-fed, they basically re-energize, in my opinion, the
Right.
shotgun.
Yeah.
Um, the good thing about shotguns compared to AR-15s, AR-15s go far.
Right. You know, distance versus up close. Now, here's the thing, though. Let's understand something. The AR platform, okay, carbine rifle, like you said, is made for distance. Shotguns are considered home defense. Yet, in essence, shotguns are really for close defense, not home defense.
Right.
So you can get the right shotgun and actually deal with a 50 feet away, 60 feet away, depending on exactly how you use the shotgun. 60 feet is way past close combat, if you look at it that way. So when you look at the opportunity behind the shotgun, yeah, breaching is great, home protection is great. Yet, if you have a shotgun that you can hit somebody 60 feet away, yeah, I think it's safe to say you can still do some heavy damage on a person.
Yeah,
The right way.
I was watching a video and the guy he was shooting slugs, but he was hitting them from 100. It was almost 100 feet away,
Right.
and it still had an extreme impact at that distance.
Right.
I don't know what they doing, but anyway. But yeah, it was like 100 feet away. Was it 100 feet or was it 100 yards? No, it was about 100 feet. But it
Okay.
still had a massive amount of impact.
Right.
And you know, compared to an AR-15, AR-15, you're 500 yards out. Even with a 5.56, you still can do some. You know what I mean? You still can. So it's like that's why. What you laughing at?
Because I'm going to read something to you because you and I are like reading each other's minds subconsciously.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else I meant. But yeah,
No.
it's like, all right. Here's my point to that is that
Go
let's
ahead.
say you live in an urban part of your town, meaning
Right.
city, right?
Right.
Urban part, and you in a self defense situation where maybe you outside
Right.
in an urban situation. You shooting AR-15s is traveling blocks away,
Right.
depending on what you hitting.
Right.
Like unless you're hitting something that's going to stop the bullet, it's traveling far.
Right.
Once you shoot a shotgun, it's going to have a massive amount of impact, but at some point, it's lose steam real fast. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But that's why I
Get that
got
full
him.
block. There you go.
I already did it. I banned them.
All right.
Yeah, they only got the last one up, but I banned them. I'll get the last one too. But at that point, you know what I mean? I get it.
Right.
That's why I think 12 gauge shotguns are, I think everybody, when it comes to your self defense, home defense, you should have one. Honestly, I think you probably should bet off having that before AR-15. Now, let's change the dynamics a little bit. Let's say
Go
you're
ahead.
in a suburban area where your land is distance,
Right.
and where distance matter. Maybe having both have more logic to go is a lot more logic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with
So
that.
that's why I say that's where my perspective is at. So that's why I think personally that's why a lot of people always recommending having 12 gauges as opposed to having an AR-15. Now don't get me wrong. I like AR-15 because of how universal it is. I mean,
Right.
it's one of the things that there's so many options with the AR-15 platform.
Right.
As far as the caliber of bullet, you can switch up a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of interchangeable parts that are so much easier and it's so
True.
vast with that. So, you can go AR-15, 5.56, 7.5, 6.5, 223, and you are in that very same that kind of same casing, you can switch up to all of those calibers of
True.
rifles. So so that's why it's 308. I mean, so that's why I think AR-15s are so popular in America is because of its universal usage.
Well,
But
go ahead.
I like the tug gauge.
So let me allow me 2 minutes to upset your soul about your 5.56.
Okay, go.
So I'm gonna read this to you, and this is exactly coming from Mossberg, right?
Right.
So Mossberg says this: the bolt release is oversized. We're talking about the 940 that we just saw on the screen. The bolt release is oversized. The loading port is beveled, and the receiver is drilled and tapped for optics. So far, so good. We know exactly what we're talking about. We can mount a red dot and run this like a CQB carbine. An AR-15 gives you 30 rounds of 5.56, but one is each a single projectile, where the 940 gives you 8 rounds of double Lord buck.
Right.
That's 72 projectiles.
Yeah, because that thing got like 8 or 9 shells, and I mean, little in that damn. They really tried to spin that one. Smart one.
That's some good marketing. That is
Yeah.
that is exceptionally good marketing when it comes to using it.
Yes, it is, and I'm so glad they didn't try to throw Bird in there. One round to give you 100. One shot gives you 100 rounds.
So it's beautiful to hear, because again,
Right.
It comes down to marketing. It's done very, very well, right? So
what one was your preference?
I'm always going with the Mossberg, semi-automatic.
Okay.
Always. There's no question about it. That's where I'm going.
I want to if we ever get a chance to get together, hit the range.
Oh, we're gonna have
not the one with the clip fed, but my other one. My Emperor Dragon. I think you would like that.
Okay.
I think you'll like it.
So let's do something real quick.
See, that's me right there.
Okay, hold on. Let me back this up because you said right there. So I'm guessing you're talking about this here. So that's the Mossberg 940. This one I'm gonna leave for third. I'm gonna leave that one for a minute.
That right there. That was me.
That right there.
Yep.
That right there.
Yep.
Woo-wee.
That was the one I was talking about.
This bad boy. Look here now.
It's small too. It looks small.
It is small. It is small. Okay. This here, just look at the price for this bad boy. Talking.
Oh no, I don't want it no more.
You talking $3,000 for this bad boy, right?
Yeah, nah.
Now again, let's just home defense, breaching, a reliable mag-fed shotgun.
It's nice.
Delivers. Infinite gas. Infinite. The key word here is infinite gas. Infinite. 3-point operational control layout. Quick change barrel system. Rapid transition and total control. Drum magazine. Drum fed magazine. That's what we're talking about. Drum fed.
Yeah, I seen it had a drum on it too. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice. It's small. It's compact. But
again,
$3,000.
When we're looking at
$3,000.
Look, you of all people know what it's like when you have an enjoyment to something. Let's not forget how you recently did the same thing. You recently saw this drum and said, I want it.
Yep.
So let's understand this baby here has you can actually attach a silencer to it with a drum. Do you understand the damage that you're going to do to whomever and whatever is in front of you?
I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful gun. It looks amazing. It looks like it works flawlessly. But as soon as I seen tweet twirl and twirlers, twat twat twat. See, I can't even speak.
So, let me just read you some of the marketing pinpoints that they talk about with this one. Semi-automatic AR style magazines. Now you know what that means.
Yeah.
5 rounders, 10 rounders, and drums. So that means
like
you
a
can
10
have,
round clip though.
that's exactly what I was about to say. You can have side by side 10 round clips on this bad boy.
Yeah. My taste for the drum after using that one that I had, which I think is just that drum. I don't think it's nothing else. Maybe not one big drum. I think it's just the drum that I had. Huh?
Don't sleep on the drum yet. I'm gonna show you something about it.
But
go ahead.
The one that I have, I think they sold me a bad one.
It's possible.
Yeah, I think they sold me a bad one, which it really wasn't even about the drum. I'd rather have the clips. I'd still rather have the clip. I don't want that big bulky thing around there. I'd rather have the sleek of the clip.
Right.
I'd rather have the clip. So even with the ones that I have, I'm going to eventually go get 10 round clips. Ones that I have is 5 rounds, but I didn't want to invest too much money into the gun until I first seen how it operate, because I was leery about it from that. But now that I have it and I've used it and how well it worked, now it's like, okay, I can go and step it up.
Right.
Honestly, but here's the thing with the optics, right?
Go ahead.
We talk about a shotgun.
Go ahead.
Do you really think you need optics on a shotgun?
Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely. Because again, we're looking at something where if the target is 50, 60, 70, possibly 80, 90, 100 feet away, you still want to be able to hit it and nothing else around it, because you want to obliterate that target. So that is the reason why you have the optics on it. You just don't want to hit everything around with the target.
I got optics on mine. Well, the first the Emperor Dragon one that I have, it just have the optics that's set up on there, plastic, and no optics on it. It don't have sight optics,
right,
or scope optics. Now the other one that I got does. I bought it and put it on there.
Right.
In close quarter and close up, you don't really need it, but in distance, yeah, you're gonna need it.
Anything about 30 feet. Anything about 30 feet, you want to have some optics on
it. Yeah, I would say that. I say you're right. But but the funny thing is, when I think back to that gun, and when I was using it on there, the tripod was just so funny.
That thing was doing the electric slide, man. I ain't never in my life seen a tripod do the electric slide.
But I was so glad that it turned out to be it turned out to be what I was hoping it would be, which was run. No issues, run. Now the drum was the issue, and I know it's the drum.
Yeah, it's definitely the drum.
When I put those clips in there, and that's why it made me. I heard nothing good about clip-fed shotguns before I bought that one. Everybody that I talked to, I went to different guns. It was one day I was going around to different gun stores, and I probably hit 4 gun stores that day.
Okay.
And I asked people and then other times when I was at the range talking to different people at the range, not one person gave me some good information about it. Everybody said the same thing. They have a tendency to be like it started putting the taste in my mouth like the Glock.
Right.
But I still wanted one, and I kept seeing videos of people using them, and I'm like, well, I'm not seeing in the video what they're telling me.
Right.
Now, unless they editing these videos and wait until they get a good smooth moment where there's no issues, and that's the video that you get to see.
Right.
So that's why I was like, but I wanted one, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to have to take. The only way I'm going to know is to take the risk
Right. You got to
and
take that
um
risk.
and see what happened. And honestly speaking, there was with that particular one, even though I already had a semi-automatic shotgun, but that clip fed was just the leery part.
Right.
Man, that thing was nice. It was nice. And I'm my recommendation. I mean, I don't care about what brand. I know the brand that I bought, the one that I got,
Right.
nice. It ran great.
Right.
All right, Jason. I clicked it and put up on the thing.
Okay. I'm old school when it comes to shotguns. I still like a pump. I have never seen a Remington 870 or Mossberg 500 malfunction. I can work with you with the Mossberg 500. I too never seen a Mossberg get that mess up. I could agree to that. I am not able to speak about the Remington. I never had one, nor have I dealt with them. So unfortunately, I can't
Me
deal with that.
neither. I never dealt with Remington, but I'm gonna tell you something about Remington is that I think Remington's reputation says enough to them because hey, listen, if anybody been in the construction field, you'll understand how reliable Remington is. Because when you framing houses out, Remington is where a lot of the nail guns are made. I mean,
Right,
you're trying to get in the concrete and you got that little bullet that you got to put behind the thing to try to drive the nail into concrete and stuff.
right,
Remington been so I can't speak so much because I never shot neither one, but I know that Remington has a tendency to be a reliable brand. That's where I'm gonna put it at.
right,
So I can ride with them with that because I've used Remington tools when it comes to framing and stuff like that, and a lot of the contractors stood by them when they trying to use nail. Like I'm not talking about an air nail gun. I'm talking about when you had to put that bullet behind it to drive that nail in there. Rather
right.
it's the old style where you take the hammer and hit it, or you got the actual gun when you're loading them up to use it. But um, and Remington's been reliable. So,
True.
but you have a Marksburg and you've used
Yes.
Marksburg.
Yes.
So, but Jason is saying he used both, and so I would probably say I think Remington is probably it's just as reliable because of the brand itself and how vast people don't realize Remington make guns, but they also make tools that are like guns.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The 870 is a great gun.
Button
They're
up.
very similar to the
What's up? How you
Mossberg.
doing?
The 870 has a steel receiver, and the Mossberg is an aluminum receiver.
Hold on, let me see him put up on the screen. Oh, okay. Okay, Jason. I mean, like I said, I don't have neither one. Mine is I don't know if it's I think it's some type of German company. I don't know what company makes it. I just know it's um Emperor Dragon is the name of the actual gun. It's a
Okay.
12 shotgun gun, semi-automatic Emperor Dragon. There's not a whole lot of information out on it, but um it was a good buy. I didn't pay a ton of money. I think I might have spent close to $300 for it.
Okay.
Um, but honestly, it's very comfortable. Like the way that it's made, even though it's at front, it almost reminds you of a pump, but it's not a pump. If you look
Okay.
at it and you didn't tell somebody, they would almost think that it was a pump. The way it
Right.
looks, but
Right.
it's not. But it is actually comfortable to use. Funny story.
Go
Now, I might
ahead.
have told you the story. Um, Actually, we were talking about this earlier with we was on the live earlier with Ant, and we brought the subject up because we was all at the gun range. I have a relative that's he's not a heavy dude at all. He's kind of similar to the height of Kevin Hart, but weight wise, Kevin Hart might have him beat. And remember how you seen the 12 gauge through the backslide?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, he was shooting the 12 gauge. He only shot one. And it made him do the backslide. So we laughing about it because I said, okay, that's probably where Kevin Hart got that scene from when he went in the trash can after he shot the 12 gauge.
That probably was, yeah.
Now we know that that's dramatized. That's not going to happen. But if somebody would have saw what I saw when my cousin actually shot it and how far he went back and how much it moved him, then it would have said, okay, this is probably where they got that scene from. Like they dramatized that type of scene. Somebody saw something like that and said, you know what, that was funny in itself, but we got to dramatize it and make it a little more
Yeah, I
dramatic.
can see that. I
But
can see that.
when he shot that thing, he was like, boom. And we all looked at him and was like, yeah, we can't let him do that twice.
No, it's very embarrassing. I mean, I seen somebody personally take a Mossberg, fire it, and watch the whole damn barrels hit him square dead center of their face.
Wow.
It was disgusting. Broken nose, broken lip, top and bottom, big old bruise in the middle of their forehead. They were very embarrassed because they said they knew what they were doing. I seen somebody dislocate their hip because they put the dang shotgun at their hip. You know, they thought they were doing movie stunt. Put it at the hip, fired. Dang thing knocked the damn hip right out of the femur. Took it right out of the socket of the hip.
I got a question. This might be a stupid question, but
No questions
I
ever
would say a
stupid.
stupid question. But I know you shot in 12 gauge plenty of times.
Yes.
All right. So let's just say, for the sake of conversation, you're
Yeah.
shooting slugs, right?
Okay.
You're shooting 12 gauge slugs, and you're shouldering them,
Okay.
tucked in tight.
Okay.
How many shots do you think you're gonna get off before you say, "Okay, I can't take no more"?
Me personally,
Just you personally. Like, at
the
what
first
point?
time. Okay, it's a trick question. I know it's a trick question, and the reason why I'm laughing is because you're gonna laugh. I'm sure you're gonna laugh at my answer. That's why I'm asking.
All right, so you shouldering it. You
Yeah.
got it tucked in tight.
Yeah.
You go, okay, now you boom, boom.
Yeah.
All right, so how many booms do we get before we say we put the gun down?
Well, I've been a Mossberg fan for many years. But
Mm-hmm.
let's understand that, right? So, my very first pistol was a 357 8-inch barrel pistol, 357.
Mm-hmm.
After the 357, I went right to the Mossberg. Now, the reason why I'm laughing is because now here comes the part that's going to make you laugh. At that time, I was 80 pounds soaked and wet.
Oh God.
So the very first time I took that Mossberg 12 gauge, tucked that joker in my shoulder. When I heard the boom, think of a swivel chair for a quick moment. I'm sitting in a chair, spinning. Because after that boom, I was like, what the? Literally, I spun. I did a 360 the very first time.
So you didn't even know what to expect.
I didn't know. All they said was tuck it. And I thought I was a badass, 80 pounds soaking wet. I stuck that damn, I said, just like this. And I held it like this, like I was hugging a bear. That thing said, boom! I spun around like a dang on, like a spin top. Right? It took me a few years to learn it, get real comfortable with it. So to answer your question, the very first time, one boom, it literally just obliterated my hind part. A few years later, I was able to get up to 3 booms. before I started, complaining. But I think the worst, well, the very first one was the worst. But after recognizing the power behind the Mossberg, I want to say it took 7 booms before I could say, okay, that's enough. Now, on the other hand, I could probably do a good 20 without no problem. Now, because of course, I'm much heavier, I'm much wider, I'm a little bit more experienced. But if we had to look at, the very first time was 1, and a few years later it was the 3. A few years after that it took 5, and so yeah,
I can rock with that.
It broke me. It broke me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think, and this is just my personal opinion. I think if anybody can tightly tuck a 12 gauge shotgun and stand 5 rounds, we doing all right. I'm gonna be honest, because if you never shot a 12 gauge, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. But if you ever shot a 12 gauge, you understand what I'm talking about.
Correct.
It's one thing to hold it where it's down. But when I'm talking about shouldering something, that means your shoulder is taking the impact.
That's right.
And Jay, you already know how I am. I for some reason I have a fascination with recoil. Like, I love recoil. When they start talking about, it don't have as much recoil, you keep that gun. I don't want it. And that's everybody. And listen, everybody is different. The recoil to the firearm is probably what I like the most about the firearm.
Right.
It's the recoil. That's just me. And I know other people be like, oh, why would you? I enjoy the recoil. If I come home and my shoulder ain't red and bruised and sore, I didn't go to the range. That's how I look at it.
You're sadistic.
I didn't go to the range. And I've been to the range many a times, and I've taken, some days I'll take, just about everything with me.
Right.
Some days I'll take a couple of things. I pick and choose sometimes. I'm going to take a shotgun, one handgun.
Right.
But there are days that I'll say, you know what? Taking a shotgun, bow shot. I haven't taken everything lately, but I've taken shotgun, ARs, and the handguns.
Okay.
And I went through all the rounds, but between that 12 gauge and that 458 SOCOM, you ain't gonna be shouldering it too much.
Right.
That my buddy Sean, when we went to the range and he was shooting, he shot the 458 SOCOM. Now that's a little easier because it's on a tripod.
Y'all need to relax. My apologies. Go ahead, Ron.
No, you good. It's a little easier with the tripod because you don't have to tuck it into your shoulder very tight, and you can still get a real accurate shot. Well, you already seen it because you've seen video of it. But I don't know what it is with that, man. I have an infatuation with recoil. Like, I like it. That was the best part of the gun for me, and that's why I like rifles, and that's why I like shotguns. I lean towards those more than the handgun. Yes, the handgun got recoil, but that's not the type of recoil I like. I like to tuck it into the shoulder and just beat the hell out of my shoulder with it. I don't know what that is, and I've came home extremely bruised up. Huh?
You're sadistic. You love pain.
It's disgusting.
All right, before we get out of the night, let's jump into this other one that we saw, because I think this one here is gonna really tip the scales for you. Where did it go? Oh yeah, let me just show you this real quick here.
Hold on, so I'm trying to read what he was saying.
Oh wait, you gotta move that. Hold on.
He said, "You know what, Jay?
Go ahead.
Let's touch bases on this for a second because I didn't even think about this.
Go for
Double barrel shotgun.
Yes.
I never shot one.
How you never shot a double barrel shotgun?
Jason, I need to write this down. Because I just thought about it. I don't even know why I wasn't even thinking about it. I need to go find me. Sorry, y'all. I need to make notes.
How have
Double
you not
barrel.
ever shot a double barrel shotgun?
Never shot a double barrel shotgun. I never even had my hands on one yet. Because guess
Wow.
what?
Wow.
Guess what? It's about to go down. Somebody gonna get him a double barrel.
Wow. Now, are we referring to old school double barrel side by side, or are we talking about one on top of the
I
other?
don't know. Jason said it in the statement in the comments. And then he just said another comment. Hold up one second. If you like recoil, you will love double barrel. Nothing kicks like a double barrel. See, I never shot one. And guess what? I didn't. I don't know why I haven't even. Jason just put something in my head that I haven't even thought about. I'm kid y'all not. I haven't even thought about a double barrel shotgun. Jason just messed up my budget and life because now my whole mission is to go find me a double barrel shotgun now. He just messed me all up because I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah.
That makes a big difference. The side, because I'm glad he said that. I see the comment. Side by side, that's the one he has, and I could tell you like this: firing a double barrel shotgun side by, to me, this is my opinion. I'm not saying I'm perfect, nor am I saying I'm an expert. Firing a double barrel shotgun, a side by side barrel.
Uh-huh.
If you ever thought about getting kicked by an elephant, that's the way it felt to me. I won't ever do it again. If I had a choice, I won't do it.
No?
Or hell, what? Hell no. Hell's thinking no. I think a double barrel shotgun side by side is much more powerful than the double barrel that's on top of each other. I won't know.
So he's saying so. Now, all right, I got a question for Jason if you're still in the chat. I'm assuming that Jason preferred the side by side. As opposed to
you see what he says there? You pull both at the same time. That's what I'm talking about. So you pulling both hammers down at the same exact time on a 12 gauge double barrel shotgun. Okay.
Okay.
So let me try it like this. The very first time you shot one time, had one shell come out of your shotgun, the very first time, do you remember how it felt? That tells me yes. Now I'm asking a stupid ass question. The very first time you fired the new shotgun with the drum underneath it, do you remember how it felt? Okay. So when did you start feeling that little tick with the drum? After the fifth or the second time that you put it in?
All right. To be fair with the drum, if you notice, I didn't actually shoulder it a lot in that video. Most of the time it was on the tripod. So I can't really be fair and say with definitively how much impact because I really wasn't shouldering it tight. So it was the video was more to see the reliability of the gun than anything. But with the Emperor Dragon, the other 12 one, the first one, I've shouldered that one.
Okay.
And even though it's too fed, it's not the clip, but it's the same. You're still getting the same kind of recoil, whatever the case may be. But that was the one that I told you my cousin got.
Right. Got
kicked. Right now, I shouldered that. Well, I can't say I shot a lot of rounds with that too because at the times that I took it to the range, other people was with me, so I didn't really. I usually take myself out the equation, but I love the kick, man. That's what sold me on the 12 gauge was the kick. Hold up.
Okay, so how many rounds did it take for you to actually start feeling that tingle that you enjoyed?
Oh, that was the first shot.
Well, I could tell you like this. With a side-by-side double shotgun, that tingle, you are literally going to feel your shoulder blade come off. You're going to feel your dislocated shoulder blade when you fire a double barrel shotgun. That's the best way I could describe that feeling. I've never shot an over and under side by side. The only one. Okay. Have the shooting? They have ever asked to shoot it? Yeah. It literally takes a person who has love for shotguns to deal with a double barrel shotgun, firing both barrels simultaneously.
Oh, yeah.
So if we were to look at it as far as feet per second,
yeah.
let's look at it as feet per second.
I feel like the Kool-Aid man when he come through the wall. Oh yeah.
If you look at it as far as feet per second, you're talking about 4,500 feet per second out of each barrel. So I don't think there's a person on earth that can punch another person as powerful as that shotgun will feel when you have it tucked in the shoulder. So, Ron, I would strongly suggest that whoever it is or whatever facility you go to, ask them to get you a double barrel shotgun so that you can test it. Trust me, the money is going to be worth it when you try it. Because you want to go home with a bruise. The bruise is going to be on your back.
Jay missed the point. I'm going to buy me one. I ain't written jack. I just said, Jason messed up my budget. I'm going to buy me one. And I'm going to go shoot it and mess up my shirt. Now, here's the thing, Jay.
You're going to mess up more than just your shirt.
Wait.
I'm going to see you in a sling for about a month.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Listen, I went to the range and shot the 12. That between that and the thing behind me, the 458, and forgot that I was at the range and be wondering the next day, like, why did my shirt hurt so my shoulder hurt so bad? Like, what did I do? You know, I'm like, what did I do to my shoulder? I'm like, what's wrong with my shoulder? And forget that I was at the range the day before or something like that. Be like, oh yeah. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find me one, and yeah. Like it's not gonna be like tomorrow to find me one, but that's just I wrote that down in my notes that I'm gonna go get at some point. I'm going to go get me after I save the money a 12 gauge shotgun because I don't buy stuff just go buy stuff impulsively. I budget, put money away, and then I go specific, like I did with the last gun, Jay. When I was on my mission to go get that other 12 gauge,
right?
And so this is one of those things that I gotta work the stock market and squeeze a little bit of money out of there, and then
yeah.
Did you know this right here?
I'm gonna show it to you right now.
A 3-barrel shotgun.
I've heard it. I heard 3-barrel, and we're gonna hold off on that 3-barrel because I'm gonna,
We'll do that on the next segment.
Yeah, we'll do the 3-barrel on the next segment.
Should we or shouldn't you?
Huh?
No, I'm saying on the next segment, like, should you or shouldn't you? Should you or should you not? I'm
gonna say you should not.
Yeah, well, we'll throw that one out when we do the next segment.
Sure, we'll do it on the next one.
It's called the triple threat.
So here you got this is what Coach Flow.
This is break action. All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that Jason has, and I mean this with all respect. Don't take this the wrong way. Jason has a love for weapons that destroy anything almost anywhere 5 feet to 110 feet. He just wants to see things obliterated. Okay.
Now, all right, I got a question for you, and this is based on what you got up on the screen. Um, do you like that style of gun?
This is the only way you get it. This is the true way to get a side-by-side double barrel shotgun.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to go figure out if I can find something different. But
This
I know
is
we modern days, you never know what's really out there. We got to look, but
well, you don't want to go old school. You want to go old school. Old school, you have to go to an antique shop and hopefully
oh no,
it's
I want the old school.
inspiring.
I just want to see like I'm going when I say I'm going to go see what's out there in a double barrel shotgun that we might not know about. Because you know how you go to find out about gun, you find out stuff like I didn't know they did. It'd be more that you don't know than you do know. But
Right.
it just plucked my interest that I never thought about a double barrel shotgun. I never even fathomed double barrel shotgun in my head. Even though I know we have double barrel shotgun, I just for some reason never even thought about it. Jason messed me up.
Yeah, I bet he did.
So if and when I do spend the money, oh, there's no if. When I spend the money,
I was about to say.
then when I get the money and spend the money, we can blame it on Jason because, of course, I'm going to go do video
Of course.
and torture myself.
Make sure you have all I ask is to make sure that your insurance, your medical insurance is up to date, paid up to date.
Okay.
You have a the facility that you go to has a 911 on speed dial, and make sure that you have someone available to meet you at the hospital so they can go back and pick up your car.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be in the hospital. You're gonna be in the hospital. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. You're gonna be in the hospital.
I really did not think about that double barrel shotgun.
I cannot. You know, it's bad that we talk about shotguns and how much we like shotguns, and I never even posed that question to you.
Right. And many times we talked about firearms and talked about guns, even before we actually start doing this segment. Never once did we mention anything about a double barrel shotgun.
Well, I'm not gonna pull that one up, Jason. I'm not gonna go that route, Jason. With all respect, only because I know how my brother Ron is. We show him that pretty thing like that. Everything that he has is gonna go back in the safe, and the only thing you're gonna see on the wall behind him is that double barrel fiber optic one. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So I'm not gonna. He's already searching. He's already searching. Whenever you see Ron's upper lip touch his nose, it's because he's searching. Jason, you done messed up his pocket for sure. He ain't gonna see an income tax return for the next 5 years. This is why I call brother Ron George Jefferson. If you look at every single facial expression he's doing, is all George Jefferson.
Ooh.
God dang.
Oh, I like this all black one.
Oh man.
Oh, Jay. Man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just texted to you the one I was looking at.
Oh my goodness gracious. Let me see if it's the same one I'm looking at right now. Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at price. I just looked at images. I was just looking at images, but
yeah.
now I gotta look for price.
The weapon alone is $6.
How much?
6.
Oh, I gotta go.
The accessories, of course, you got to check out maybe another 200.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be a little more cautious about accessories because I think I be making too many quick, hasty decisions when it
But
comes to that.
you need those 2 accessories. You need the scope. You need the scope, and you need the light.
Well, the one behind me on my right.
It ain't gonna fit this.
Oh, because I don't like the because I don't like it. I think it's probably better to have it on a shotgun than it is to have on a rifle. I want a scope on there. That right there is just a red dot, green dot, but it's not a scope.
Right.
I want to take that off of that and put a scope on that and put that somewhere else.
Okay.
See, with a shotgun, it don't have to be like sighted in to precise. This for
Right.
some reason it doesn't it's not sighted in precise with this thing, and it just doesn't seem to work well. Especially me trying to sight it in with the iron sights and stuff. It's not it don't work there. Like it's sighted in, but it's not for some reason I'm having a hard time tweaking that thing. And it might be me just not really sitting down and actually taking the time to tweak it real good. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. So I figure it's probably better to put that on a shotgun and then turn around and put. I like the scopes. They work better for ARs. I don't think sight the green dot and red dot sights that are not like I think a scope is better for AR. This is just my opinion.
Right.
Scopes are better for AR-15 rifles than these dots.
Right.
Red dots and green dots. I think these red dots and green dots maybe for a handgun, for quick kind of get on target. But if you're looking for something distant and accurate, I just think they don't work very well for that. And it's just my opinion. Because
Right.
that thing got a red dot, green dot. It even has a green beam on there. It's all just for show. It don't really, to me, I think it's more show than it is useful. So I'm gonna take that off of there. I don't really want to because that was like the first things. That was one of the first guns I started putting my own stuff in. So it's
Right.
hard for me to want to take it off. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it off. If I get that shotgun, the 12 gauge, or something similar, I'm gonna put that on there. Now, honestly, I can actually take the scope off of the 12 gauge that I got because that is
Right.
actually a scope,
Right.
and just swap them out. Take that off of the 12, the one that I just got. That's a scope on there. I
Right.
can put the scope on there and take that off of there and put that on the 12 gauge, which is probably work better on there.
Right.
Now that I think about it, I didn't even think that far to it, but yeah, that 12 gauge is pretty, boy.
Well, all I gotta say is, good thing the stock market is doing very well right now.
Yeah, and as we talking, dividends are just popping in like crazy.
This is true. I'm getting the same. I'm getting dings on my side too.
Yep.
All right, so now that we know that what's going to happen in a few months, Ron's opinion don't matter. Is going to do a segment of him firing this beautiful double barrel side by side
My
shotgun.
shorty gonna be like,
No, brother, no. You're gonna look like what was it? What the hell's that guy? That damn character's name? Yadimoto, Quasimodo. You're gonna have a hump on your back, and you're gonna be keeled over for a month, looking like Quasimodo.
they gonna be like, what, boy, what done happened to you?
I went
I
and bought
like it.
myself a damn double barrel side by
I'm,
side.
I'm sitting here in my head saying to myself the whole like really saying to myself like why have I not ever had double barrel shotgun that's ever crossed
Because it
my
never
mind?
came to mind.
Never came to mind, bro.
That's part of the problem. It never came to mind.
That's crazy, but that's okay.
It is okay because when you decide on the 12 gauge double
Yeah.
barrel side by side, I want you to think about this one for a quick moment. All right.
Uh huh.
Oh, let me get it right where it's at. because we're gonna enjoy this together. There's a reason why I want you to see this. So this is the Taver TS12.
Right.
Look at this beast.
Oh, that's nice. See that? So how many rounds does that hold? Because I noticed it has that spin. It almost reminds you of a revolver.
Let's back off the spin for just a moment. Let's just back off the spin for just a quick moment. I'm gonna back it up again because I want you to catch this.
What did I miss? All right.
I'm gonna see if you catch it. Now, did you catch it? I'm not gonna play it again. So you gotta tell me. Did you catch it?
Nah, I missed it. I'm
right.
trying to figure.
We watched 4 different people fire this shotgun. 4.
Right.
Right? One was laying down. One was walking. One was standing. Actually, 2 was standing. 2 standing, 1 walking, 1 laying down. Did you not notice that every single one of them kept getting pushed back?
Oh yeah. I seen that part. I was looking for something else in my head. I was looking for something else.
The fact that they were all getting pushed back, laying down, pushed back, that's the tricky one. Because we got to understand something. You're laying down. So there should be nothing pushing you back. There should be no velocity pushing you in the opposite direction. But yet, this beautiful thing here pushed that guy back. The guy that was walking, even though he's walking, he's getting pushed back as well. So he's forcing himself to walk forward.
Right.
The other guy is standing still, and you can see his upper body is leaning backwards as he keeps pulling it down, so that it stays zeroed in on the target. So
now I see what you were talking about. When my head, I was so busy watching that spin. I mean, because it's reminding me of like a revolver. Huh?
You kept looking at the glitter.
Yeah, and then did the shells have like American flag on them?
I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna tell you that. Let's just first look at this beauty here. This thing is absolutely, unequivocally beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Now, this is where the key point comes in.
He said that reminds him of the gun that Terry Crews used in Expendables.
This 12 gauge shotgun is a gas regulated bullpup shotgun. It feeds from one of 3 individual magazines, which can hold 4 3-inch shotgun shells. So each chamber is holding 3 shotgun shells, or 5 2 3/4 shotgun shells. So that's a maximum amount of 15 rounds.
Yeah, I like it. I like the way it looks.
15 rounds, Ron. 15. 15.
So which one would you go with, the green or the other color?
I'll have to go with the desert camo. That one right there. Yeah, desert camo. Okay. Desert camo's for me, right?
I don't know. I probably would do the green because I think I already have one that's similar to that color. Not that gun, but I have a gun that color. Like I'm trying to mix up. I don't want I want different color guns. I want to try to mix it up.
I like Desert Camel. I like Desert Camel. I think
so that means you really like that one I had.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember you telling me about it. Something about the Desert Camel just brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason why. But, but this bad boy right here, 15 rounds, 15 mother effing rounds of shotgun shells. 15.
And you can empty that whole gun on your shoulder. If you can shoulder all 15 rounds.
15 rounds. And again, I gotta say, 15 rounds. Now we gotta understand something. Why am I keep emphasizing 15 rounds? What's the normal of a shotgun? 5 to 8, right?
5. Mostly 5.
Right. So it's boom, 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 boom. Then it's done, right?
It's over with.
Over with. Then you got to go to reload. Click, 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 click. This bad boy right here. Look in now.
My Emperor Dragon is 4+1. The one that I got right there is actually 5. But if you put one in the chamber and then the clip, that's 6 rounds. So it's 5+1.
Right.
But
and then we also saw a shotgun just a moment ago, the Mossberg. What was it that the how was it? I just forgot. The one that's on the AR platform had a 10 clip.
Yeah. Now the one that I have, they do make a 10 clip. You will have to buy it separately.
Okay, so that's 10.
But I can get
the
10 clip.
Yeah.
So I want to get me 2 of them that holds the 10 round clips in them. But when I initially bought the gun, I just wanted to see how it operated. I was like, I'm not going to go buy a clip for a gun that I'm not even sure about the operation of it.
Right.
But I'm definitely going to get the 10 round clips for that, and that'll be 10+1 because you still can.
Right. Still have one in the chamber. So now comes the important question that I want. This is the reason why I want to leave this one for last of tonight's segment. There's more I got more, but I want to leave this one for tonight's segment to be the last one. So here's my question to you. As an AR platform person that you have, right? I want to read this to you. The bullpen design overall length went from 28 to 18.5 inches, which is much shorter than most ARs. The weight balance is also strange at first because all the mass is in the rear. Now here comes the part that's going to kick you in your tail. After the first 100 rounds is when your body tends to adapt to the actual weapon. So
I like that green.
So a moment ago, we were talking about how many booms can you deal with before your body starts to feel it. Yeah, if you can get to 100 rounds with this thing here, I don't care what shotgun you have in your house, in your arsenal. Yeah. Listen, you pump 100 rounds of 12 gauge through this beast, I got no words for you. I'm just gonna stand back and say, listen, you the king of kings.
Yeah. You see, what they don't realize, the downside to short barrel ARs is there's 2 things going to happen tonight. People don't realize with AR-15.
Yeah.
This is why I don't switch to short barrel AR-15. 2 things you're going to lose with that. Accuracy. You're going to lose impact. You're going to lose impact power. Like the speed of the bullet coming out of the gun. It's going to be reduced because of the short barrel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the distance and accuracy is going to be affected by that too. So when you start buying an AR-15, you start to shorten that barrel.
Okay.
There's a trade-off. The trade-off is you're going to lose speed.
Okay.
And you're going to lose distance.
Okay. I'm laughing because I'm going to upset your soul right now.
Go ahead.
Okay, so off of what you just said, you're gonna lose You're gonna lose a few things. There's a
But
trade-off.
not with this. I'm talking about
Oh,
with the AR-15.
okay. So watch this.
So my point is this: is that they made this very short, and they compared the shortness to. They're saying it is shorter than most AR-15s.
Yes.
Reason, I mean, because AR-15s most of the time they have long barrels, 16, 18-inch barrel length.
Right.
The downside to an AR-15, what people don't realize with rifles is, when you start shorting up the barrel, there is a trade-off.
Yeah.
The trade-off is when that explosion happened with that firearm, the speed of the bullet, that pressure builds up in there, and the speed of the bullet is going to be reduced based off of the fact that you're shorting the barrel.
Right. And if I could piggyback off what you're saying, what a lot of people got to also try to remember is, at what you're speaking of is true with the actual concept as well. There's another concept to that the striations, or the striations, which actually is called the striations inside the barrel, which are the grooves inside the barrel, which makes that bullet
spin.
Again, we got to go back to old school. If you had a top, with a string on it, the more you wrap the string around it and you flung it out your hand, the faster it moved. That's what the striations on the inside of the barrel does. It makes that bullet spin faster. So like Ron is saying, the shorter it is, the less speed it's going to have, because now it's less speed coming out. So now it doesn't have anything pushing it anymore. So Ron's 100% correct. I just wanted to piggyback off that. Go ahead, Ron.
No. And so my point is, if you're buying a shotgun like this and you're still getting the same power, or good decent amount of power as far as the shotgun goes, it's not a big of a trade-off as opposed to a short barrel, then I think especially again that distance for home defense. If you're in close, narrow spaces, those type of firearms are a lot better because maneuverability in tight spaces. That's a long barrel rifle or a long barrel shotgun. You still got to swing and turn,
right?
And hopefully you in a space where you got room to swing and turn,
right?
But the shorter the barrel, like handguns, that's why a lot of people in a house prefer handguns, because of they're not big and bulky.
Right.
Home defense shotguns. The downside to some of the shotguns is, if you in close quarters, like in the city in row homes, they got a lot of times they got narrow hallways and stuff like that where you might have issues with that. But I just don't like. That's why I just don't mess with shorter barrels when it comes to rifles. Like if you notice, I don't entertain the thought of a short barrel rifle.
Right, because I believe you like the distance shooting. I believe you want the bullet to travel the full distance of what it is.
Right, and that's why, exactly, and that's why I stick to at least a 16, 18-inch, maybe 20-inch barrel length, because I want it to build up enough pressure. I want that triangles going through it. I want that bullet to come out with as much momentum that it can possibly can for distance. I like to shoot sometimes for accuracy, but I don't do it as often. I mean, once I sight the gun in, now everything is on me. Once you get zero your rifle in, and you get it zeroed in pretty well, now now that the scope and the barrel, they're all aiming at the same spot, is zeroed in, rather it's 25 yards, 50 yards, 100 yards, whatever it is you zeroed it in at.
Right.
You got a reasonable. Now everything is up to you on how you shoot, and when you pick your shot. And with that said, I'm pretty darn accurate with that. Like once, if I took my 458 SOCOM and if I put it on you or any target, I'm not going to miss. I'm gonna be within small half of an inch of what I'm aiming.
Right.
Probably right on target, but there's going to be very little different deviation from where I'm aiming at when it comes to that, because I know exactly when to pull the trigger. I know exactly once I'm on target, I know exactly when to pull the trigger. Right. second guessing my shot and stuff like that. When I'm really in zone mode, I can pretty much pick my shot. Now with the other one, it ain't sighted in well enough to do that.
Okay.
I
Now
have to.
I understand your point, and see, with me, I'm the opposite. Like I don't care for distance shooting. That's not my thing. I don't want to deal with that. That's not my thing. Now, if I had to do it professionally, yeah. You know, I'm not doing it for professional reasons. So I don't need that long distance. I don't need that, 2, 3, 4, 5 mile round to travel. I'm just looking at 50 feet max. 100 feet. If I got to shoot you at 100 feet, I want to know that the weapon I'm using is going to hit you at 100 feet, regardless. That's all I care about. So my max, as far as footage, is going to be 100 feet. So that's, for me, I like shotguns better. Now, don't get it wrong. I do, pistols are great. They're great because I'm not going to be walking around with a shotgun on my chest all the time. But, maybe this one, on the other hand, but then again, you know what it is. And I like what Jason said. He's actually right. The shot. If I'm reading this correctly, the shorter the barrel, the wider the pattern. Yeah, because again, you got short, and a much louder burst. So of course when they had that spray. Right, exactly, that bigger spray. But I personally I like shotguns better for myself. I would take a shotgun over a rifle 10 over 10.
I would too. And for home defense, in any defense situation, I definitely would take a shotgun over a rifle.
Okay.
I like rifles when I'm at the range. When I'm in challenge mode and I want to challenge myself from a distance, how accurate can I shoot from a distance? That's more so what it is. And then the recoil. Of course, the recoil. But if it's a home situation or self-defense situation, I'll be handgun and shotgun will be my two go-to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not. If something was to happen in this house, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. The great thing about the AR is the amount of ammunition you can put in the clip. That is the upside of the AR. 30 rounds.
And one more thing, the intimidation factor.
Yeah, yep.
That's it.
I agree. The fact that if you got let's say a 5.56. Now here's the thing: that 458 SOCOM is just like having a shotgun because the bullets are so fat. You're only going to get 10 rounds in the clip. It's not like the 5.56 where it's double, like that type of stack, and where you can get 30 rounds into a clip. It's not the same with that 458. The bullets are so fat, 10 rounds is what you're going to get in there. But the difference between the two, impact-wise, if I hit you with that 458, it's only going to take one, and it's going to end your life quicker than the 5.56. Yeah, they're small bullets. They'll go through you, but they're not going to do the level of damage that the other ones do.
Right.
Because the 458 isn't designed for distance.
Right.
It's not, because the bullet is so fat and heavy. After about 250 yards, the weight of the bullet starts to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, the projectile of the bullet just starts to taper down.
Right.
So after about 250 to 300 yards, a 5.56, you'll be good. Way past that. That 458 SOCOM isn't designed for that. It's designed almost similarities to it. Better than a shotgun distance-wise, but it's designed for more within 300 yards, massive impact. If I'm shooting a bull with that 458 SOCOM, it's going to go through its skull. It's going to go through the meat and stuff and get the maximum impact.
Correct.
I watched that gun go through 4-inch brick. So
that's what it's designed to do.
That's what it's designed to do. It's not designed to be, 500 yards,
right,
and wasn't designed for that. It was designed for the military to have maximum impact with less rounds within 300 yards, 200, 150 yards. That's what it was really designed for. It wasn't designed for like distance. So that's probably why I like that one a little bit more,
Right, right.
because of the fact that it has that. You shooting at a bull, or if you hunting with an animal, and I'm watching this guy with a hunting with it, and he's taking down very large game. They're not. He hit them. They down. He don't even have to go find the animal.
Right, right, right.
It's pretty much wherever he hit it at.
It's there.
That's where it went down at.
Right.
They might have got a few steps in there, but that was it.
True. That's true. That's true. Now to piggyback off of that, as much as that's true, let's not forget. Let's realize something here. The very first time, I don't remember when it was. I would probably have to do some research. Don't quote me on this one yet, but I'm like 80% sure that the very first gun that took down an elephant was a double-barrel shotgun. Don't quote me on it, but I'm almost sure, because the elephant gun design is based off of the 12 gauge shotgun.
I believe so.
And I'm gonna have to find out now, because I don't
want the elephant gun like way long.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Before 58 so kind of dropping the elephant is a body arm and destroyer, and that was basically what it was designed for. It wasn't designed for distance so much. I mean, don't get me wrong. 300 yards is far away. I don't even know that's a good distance,
right.
But that's not what it was. The intent behind it wasn't that. The intent was close quarters, maximum impact, still distance, but not drastic distance. And like I said, I watch people hunt with them, and man,
right.
Whatever they were shooting at, and especially the guy was shooting. He was out in Africa shooting bull. Those, what's your name, bulls, and it wasn't going far.
Okay. So, as I mentioned, I always like to confirm what I was talking about.
Right.
So if you don't mind, I want to put this up on the screen.
All right, you got it.
Because as I said, I was 80% sure, or 80 something like that. So here's the confirmation of what I remembered, what I learned many years ago about shotguns. This confirms 100%, unequivocally, that the elephant gun is designed from a double-barrel shotgun.
Okay.
So here, clearly you can see there's two barrels and that bloody huge ass bullet. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna play it because it has sound, but I want you to just see how this guy has this.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Kentucky Ballistics. I watch his videos a lot.
Okay. So you know who this is?
Yeah, I know who he is. He's a jokester too.
Yes, he is. Look at the size of that gosh darn bullet.
Yeah.
And he ain't no small dude. Let's get that fact in. Let's get that in there.
No, he ain't no small dude.
He ain't no small dude. And that's a true golden elephant gun. Double barrel, side by side, with a freaking humongous.
Him holding that thing in his hand looked like he got a fifth finger overgrown. I mean, a sixth finger overgrown.
So my memory does serve me correct. it's safe to say that my old
Yeah, I
dad.
watch him a lot. He's funny, man. Dude is funny.
He's hilarious, man. He's hilarious. He's hilarious, and he's on point with it. So
Yeah, he is. He's on point with it. He gets to shoot a lot of different stuff too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Matter of fact, he was one of the first people that I seen. He got a video where he was shooting a 458 SOCOM semi-automatic. And he was shooting it through center blocks. He built the center block wall,
Right.
and he was shooting 458 SOCOM through the center block wall. And all you seen out the back of that wall was everything was just going through it.
Oh darn.
Oh my goodness.
I will hug you, Jason. I will hug you because that means you have had a lot of laughs when firing weapons.
Oh man, I can only imagine. He get to have fun making videos. He has a large YouTube following too, man. I enjoy his videos. I watch him.
Did you see the end of the statement?
Out of a helicopter.
Yes, a belt. I'm like
Beautiful. Chopper. What's up, Chopper? How you doing?
What's happening, Chop?
See you Sunday. Chopper Chop.
I mean, it's a point of understanding why there are so many content creators behind firearms from all ranges, from all kinds, and it's just a great thing to see so many people out there creating this content and us talking about it, and us just enjoying the camaraderie that we have for these weapons.
Right.
So I thank Jason very much for his comment and his.
Thank you, Jason, for giving me a reason to spend some money.
And Sean, of course, your participation is always welcome. Chop, we see you.
Yeah,
and,
we'll see you Sunday.
We'll see
Jason
you on
just
Sunday.
messed up my. Jason just gave me a reason.
Jason, unfortunately, the only bad thing I gotta say is certain things you cannot tell Ron about. Ron's the type of person, he sees it. He's got this thing about I see it, I can touch it, it's mine. So Ron makes it his business when he sees things that you saw him a moment ago look like George Jefferson. He gets that George Jefferson look, it's over. Whatever he's looking at, he's gonna make it his business to have. So probably in a few months or maybe a few weeks.
No, I haven't done no video, no gun content in a while. I haven't been to the range in a while. I haven't had time, honestly speaking.
Well, that's why you haven't had time. But I'm sure once you have that time, which is coming up around the corner pretty dang on soon.
Yeah.
Besides feeding the fish, you're gonna be at the range a lot often.
Hey, I don't feed fish. Jason, there's no need to apologize, my brother. You gave me a great reason to waste some money. I don't always waste money, but when I do, I waste it on guns.
Yeah, he does.
But no, I'm just like I still just puzzled in my head that I'm still puzzled in my head that I never thought about it.
What tends to happen is it's more so. It's not part of you. It's not part of you and what you like. That might be the reason why.
Right.
So when you look at when we talk about weapons, it has to be weapons of the A that we've already had our hands on physically,
right?
Or B that we have actually seen and we talked about it.
Jason said it's worse things you could be out there wasting money on.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm definitely that one I got put on the books. Honestly, because it's reachable. It's not like like a 50 BMG that's a $10,000 gun. That ain't that easy.
Ron, we're not gonna talk about what is easy, okay? because I know if Ron puts his mind to it, Ron will find a way that Bitcoin and everything else that he owns would find a way to make it possible. So
don't get me wrong.
Don't throw me that trash talk there, buddy.
Oh, don't get me wrong. If I really wanted it, I could go get it. I ain't gonna sit there. I'm not even gonna sit there.
This I know.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna sit there and lie. There is really I'm just mindful of. It's not a priority enough for me to want to go spend that type of money.
Right. So, and then, of course, the next question is this. Okay, we talked about this before. $10 to $15 per round.
Oh, I found it cheaper.
$10 to $15 per round. And me knowing Ron, the drum is coming along with it.
Yeah, did you see the video when they was making music?
Come on, Ron. Ron, did I see the video? Come on, Ron. Really?
I know you did. But that was hot though. I loved it. All I kept saying to myself, that's like a whole $1,000.
1,000? No, that dude. Actually, both of them because they brought.
Wait, I'm only saying $1,000 because I know it's way more money. Because my thing is this: how many rounds did they go through to get the coordination down? So this is what we don't even realize.
Yes,
it's one thing to make the video. How many times did they misfire?
Yes. And to hit the notes of the song exactly where it has to be at.
Right, man. Could you imagine that?
Come on now.
Like, man, if you misfire, we just wasted another $60 worth of ammo because you can't get your keys right.
You missed one chorus, or you didn't clean the damn tape before it played. Or the sound went on the sound bar.
You know what I mean? And then wait a minute, your arms then got tired from trying to hold these guns. Your shoulders are
he's holding it like it's an AR. Like it don't weigh nothing. And I'm like, and the dude, he's not a big dude. He's not a muscular looking dude. He's not.
And if anybody ever hauled a 50 BMG, they weigh 28 pounds. That's a almost 30-pound gun.
Did you see the one that he had two of them, one in each arm?
And he had a drum on him.
Yes. Did you see him playing? Okay.
Right. I'm just saying, like, that's what I mean by.
So 30 pounds of gun, 30 pounds of gun in each arm, plus another, I'm gonna say between 6 to 10 pounds of rounds in each gun. So we're roughly looking at about 40 to 45 pounds, because of course we got to remember he's got a tripod on it, he's got some other stuff on it. 45 pounds in each arm. I guess it's safe to say Jason walked in the house saying the same thing that a lot of the content creators have on their videos. They gave it to me for free. They just gave it to me. It didn't cost me. They just gave it to me.
I'm like, huh?
They gave it to me. I promise. They gave it to me.
How much was it? They gave it to me. How much was it?
One I saw one this yesterday. I gotta tell you this. The guy walks in the house with 4 boxes. He got two rifles and like 10 boxes of shells. He walks in the house with a broom and he's going like this on the ceiling, like he's sweeping the ceiling. The wife is so busy looking out. What are you trying to get? He says, you see the spider up there? There's a spider. And she's looking while he's walking through the house with 2 brand new rifles and 20 boxes of shells. He said, she's afraid of spiders, so this is the only way I can get in the house. She will see what I spent money on.
Yeah, but that whole saying, how much was it? How much was it?
They gave it for free.
They gave it to me.
They gave it to me.
How much was it? They gave it to me. How's somebody gonna give you something like this? They were like, hey.
I'm a good-looking guy. I'm a content creator. They gave it to me. my goodness gracious! But yeah, man,
Yeah, man. I gotta look into that one.
well,
Um,
can 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 I ask? Can I ask? Can I ask from brother to brother just a word of word of bond? When you're about to pay for it, can you at least call me and say, Jay, I done did it?
I promised you that I did you call and say, Jay, guess what I got?
I don't
I
want to
got
hear guess
rid of-
what I got.
I got
I just want to say I just want to hear I did it.
I'm like, Jay, guess what? I doubled up.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And I'm just gonna sit back and wait for the day that the skies are clear so you can drive over to the range and I can watch you become Quasimodo. Follow me while
And
I
I
walk this way.
and I'll be regretting, like, yeah, maybe I went too far.
You're gonna have to get that little knob that they stick on that they put on the steering wheels. You have to get that knob put on the steering wheel to drive the bus because you're gonna be Quasimodo for.
Like they have on a forklift.
Yes,
They do
yes,
forklifts
yes.
like that.
Because you're gonna have such a swell in your in
Hey,
your
what's wrong
body.
with you, man?
You're gonna be
I
leaning,
mean,
neck gonna
like
be. You're gonna have
you never
all
know.
this.
I already
Yeah.
have shoulder problems.
No, Ron. No, you don't understand. We're not talking about shoulder problems. We're talking about shoulder blade problems.
I already have them.
No, Ron. No, Ron. No. You think you got them. You get that double barrel shotgun. You really gonna know what it's like.
Hey, what's wrong with
You're gonna be walking down the street. You're gonna get out your car with a twitch.
like, why half of your body look like it's missing?
They're gonna be, why you walking sideways? No, I'm not walking straight. Like, no, you walking sideways. No, you fail to understand. My other half of the body is stuck right behind me because I bought this new toy.
Like this. Oh well. I never seen nobody like that. Why they body crooked?
They're gonna see you like that. You're gonna be able to shake somebody's hand from the opposite side of the body.
I know. I'm like, hey,
High five coming from this side.
you're like, what's wrong with that guy? Mommy. And you know when you know little kids, they don't have no chill. They just say whatever.
Yeah.
Mommy, why is he bent? Like, why is that man bent?
I don't know about the dental problems. I think he gonna come back with half a tongue. Matter of fact, buy a football mouth guard too when you go get it. When you get ready to fire that thing, make sure you put a mouth guard in your mouth. Seriously, this way you don't bite your tongue off.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it.
Yeah, Jason, you don't mess Ron's life up now, boy. I tell you, them two pretty things behind his shoulders is gonna come off the wall.
Yeah, I want to redecorate that wall a little bit. Like those come right off because they're on little thing.
Right,
I
they're
put them
hooks.
away.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm done with my lives and stuff, I put them away. But I want to try to find something. Like I'm thinking about a shelf or something back there, or maybe some hooks to switch it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Just get a big fat 50 BMG and put it back there.
Yeah, look, I ain't gonna talk to you. Put a 50 BMG up there.
You gonna talk to me?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Sure you ain't.
No.
I'm like, Jay, I'm on my way down south.
Then we're talking. Then we're talking.
You're like, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
We ain't gotta worry.
Give it to me.
We ain't gotta worry about nobody on this side. All they're gonna hear is a freaking rocket.
Like, what happened?
And they're gonna see a bunch of trees falling down.
I wish I could do that. I wish I can take a 50 BMG and do like they did in the movie. I want to test that theory. Can you chop a tree down with it? You remember in 2008 Rocky? I mean Rambo.
Rambo.
When he got behind the on the boat and was just like and hit that tree. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to test that theory. That's expensive.
We don't need you to test that theory.
I mean, we go find a tree that needs, a nice, good, solid. Because that was a pretty big tree. So you have to get something comparable to a tree that's in the ground.
No.
And just and see if you can cut the tree down. How long will it take you before you cut that tree down?
What's the video of the guy shooting the fire?
Yeah. I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
Yeah, I know what I'm going to be doing for the next few days.
Yeah, watching.
Nope. I'll be
more
calling you on
videos.
the phone. I'm going to be calling you on the phone every other hour of the day. No, Ron. No. Not today. Not today. Not today. Not today.
But I had fun. I enjoyed this conversation. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Of course, we got to get up out of here. It's late.
Together, brother.
It's like 3 hours past my bedtime.
That is true.
For those that don't know, I go to bed early. I don't know why. I've been like that all my life. Well, yeah, almost all my life. If it ain't no reason to be up, I'm going to sleep.
The only thing, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stuff my fat ass like a fat man in a coffee shop, just straight eating all the donuts, leaving none for nobody.
You know what?
Yeah, I'll leave you in that clear, eating all the damn donuts. You know, fat men love donuts. Oh my goodness gracious!
You see what that said?
Yeah, I see what it says.
Tasty cake, eclair pie.
You ain't shit, Ron. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Oh, yeah. Look, I knew you like eclairs. You are a donut superhero.
Well, this is actually a pie, so that's the tasty cake pie one, but there's no difference. It tastes delicious.
This is true.
And it's nutritious. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, it's nutritious to you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. See, my thing is this. When I eat it, it makes me happy.
That's why it's nutritious.
It's good for your health.
That's why it's nutritious and healthy.
That's what makes tasty food good for your health.
This is true.
If you smile and you're happy, you have good health.
That's right.
Health.
I can contest to that. Everybody else knows me since it's so long, but I tell them I'm happy and I'm good with it.
That's it. That's why I like donuts, because they make me smile.
Well, I just like food because it makes me happy.
Yeah, too. Yeah, for some reason I got a taste for a good T-bone steak. I don't know where that's coming from now. I'm in T-bone steak mode.
Once the weather breaks, the grill's getting fired up again.
Yeah. I don't have a grill though.
Goodbye.
I don't have a grill though. I haven't grilled food in so long. I think I forgot how to cook.
What's the matter?
But yeah, we getting ready to go. I know y'all, we up like we always do, but getting ready to get up out of this live. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully y'all had just as much fun as we had. Even though both of us was halfway sleepy through this whole segment. But that's what we do. We fight through.
That's right. We fight through.
We fight through it.
That's right.
I mean, but my brother, another great show, like always. Thank y'all for subscribing to the OG
Show's
Network.
not great without you, brother.
And appreciate that. And, again, we're doing a lot of different things here. Make sure y'all checking out Top to Bottom Store. Top to Bottom Organics, 15% discount. If you use promo code OG Network 26, OG Network 26, spend that $35, 15% discount. Guess what? You get to spend more money. See how that works? Bam. Not sure how to find the store? Click the link.
That's right. Use that code, and you get and you're also going to get another 10% off because you're a first time buyer. So that'd be actually 25% off.
Yeah. Guess what, y'all? I'm a first time buyer.
That's right.
Not, I mean, technically, no, but they
Theoretically, yes, you are.
decided to change up the website, so I might actually be a first time buyer. Yeah. But yeah, I like that. Like, real talk. I know we can ring it off, but man, I'm gonna tell you that vanilla bean body wash. Listen, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That vanilla bean body wash. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. It smells so good. Now, don't get me wrong. I got the other kind flavor. I mean, scents that they have, and I like all the body wash. But the vanilla bean just kind of just for me personally, because I like vanilla. Woo, man. So I know when I place my next order, I definitely gotta get me some more body wash because I'm going through mine. Like, I'm going through it. I'm being selfish. I don't want nobody using my body wash.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Not like all your other stuff got hijacked.
Oh, no. It ain't stopping though. They still gonna use it. They still use it. I don't know what that is, man. I think it's like your food. They rather eat your food
Yeah,
out of
of
your food
course.
because they say it tastes better. I don't know. I think that's
It
just
tastes better.
it tastes better. So I don't know what that is. Like, yeah, like you know, like I my mom was always like that too, man. Like my mom would just, what you eating? I mean, mom, don't you got your own food? No. What's that? And my dad was the same way. I go get something, man. We be working. He's like, "Oh, bring me so and so and so and so." And I go get his food and bring back my food. He'd be like, "What that you got? Why you ain't get me that?"
Right. It smells better.
Why you ain't give me that?
thing.
One day you didn't ask for that. You had. And then man, my dad will pull rank on me like, "Well, you know what? I need some of yours." I'm like, "But dad, like, hey, look, I'm your dad. I can't argue with him. Like, you really gonna do me like this, huh, Pop? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got two choices. Give me yours, and here, take some money and go get you another one." I'm like, "But you got food. I'll take that home and eat it later. You know your mama don't like to cook."
That's a mess.
But that's what's up, man. Every single one of y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. Appreciate y'all enjoying the channel. I know we were slow and low tonight, but that's just how it is sometimes.
That's right.
But I still had a good time. I still had a wonderful time. My budget just got broken, but it is what it is. Jay, thank you again, man. You know, like all the time, man. We have a good time doing this show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, my brother. Always come
I
with
appreciate you.
some substance coming with the work, even though sometimes I'll be laxing days. Not that I'm laxing days. Just
Listen. It's my humble pleasure to bring content to you for we can share it together. You can educate everybody else, and we can show the love that we have to everybody else. So
yeah, exactly. And you know what? It gives.
And ask me to be part of this.
Yeah, and we both get a different perspective.
Absolutely.
And we don't always agree on the same guns, as y'all see. But Jay likes what he likes. I like what I like. And that's why we do these type of things, man, to show that even if there are some variations in our opinions about stuff, we cool with it. Like that's how you understand that. That's how the world's supposed to work. Not supposed to be mad. Oh, well, you don't like shotguns. I don't. What's wrong? I don't want to be around. Like, it's not that serious. Like,
exactly right.
You know what I mean? What I mean? There is some stuff we agree on. Like, we both not really Glock fans, but we don't hate Glock people that like Glocks. You know what I mean? We understand that that's the brand that they like, the gun that they like. I'm probably more leaning towards Smith & Wesson than I am Ruger, but I like them both. You know what I'm saying? So
HK for me, Heckler Koch.
So there you go. So it's like, just like anything else, rather it's guns, life, politics, religion, and stuff like that. I mean, you don't have to always agree with everything.
That's right. That's right.
Just get along and enjoy life, and we learn from each other. That's what I like about it, is that you learn from each other. Because if you don't learn from each other and you stuck in your own world, that don't always go so well.
This is also true.
Other people's experience helps in your own personal development just as much as your experience helped in the development of other people.
That's right. That's right.
If we all knew it all, we wouldn't need each other.
That's right. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
so, but with that said, we getting ready to get up out of here. Every single one of y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Brother Jay, Ron's opinion don't matter. Fantacular show. We out of here. Peace. Without the hair grease.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.